Aisha, Aisha, Aisha. I'm Aisha. Hello. I've read this. Today's pick. Why you should not have goals for success, just milestones. And say something which I can't read. I have absolutely no idea. Intercom or something like that. So, why you should not have goals for success, just milestones. So I get it. Can I lay down? Goals are a bit like, I think goals are like blinders. They're like blinds. It's like shoot me from my pinky toe, please. I think goals shouldn't be taken that serious. If I would say anything's a problem, that is taking goals is a problem. It's defining what that goal means. It's a better way to start things. Then it's like a milestone of the period, because I just look at my life and I see that everything is like period. I so wanted to be an engineer, and that was my goal. And when I did, I so wanted to find a job, and it almost didn't matter the sector, the factory, the city, and I did. I so wanted to get married. These were my goals. I mean, it's quite pitying. I can easily say, it can easily be said that how narrow-minded I was. Okay, I'll just carry on. I so wanted to get married, and have a family kind of thing. That was my goal. And okay, now I don't do anything with engineering degree, and I was divorced 5 years ago. I think my way of looking at goals and my way of looking at life is changed because of achieving some of the things I thought I really had to have it to have success in life. It's the definition of the success which has been created gradually, time by time in our minds, creates the goals. That's why we shouldn't have goals, or I shouldn't have goals for success. Because when I put a goal, it doesn't generally come from my own being. It comes from because I'm influenced by other things. But I could take them as milestones, and it's not. Since a goal almost makes me feel like it's going to have some kind of a reward in it. When I achieve that, it's like being a world champion of motorcycling, It's the 10th year. I'm the champion. And boys and a man around me just wetting themselves with my champagne. Sort of thing. But it doesn't happen like that. Because the goals have some kind of unsatisfaction. They drive from an unsatisfied being to find the satisfaction. And they have so much weight on their shoulder that they can't fulfill that void or commitment ever. And after achieving that, it just doesn't feel that, because there's already a next one. Maybe I wasn't aware of how to make goals. I think having milestones are more holistic, and it's not one directional. It could come from any other directions. And it requires me being a rounded person, and improving myself which improvement is a funny word, is a intriguing word to use that, but becoming another person or driving myself towards another direction, but with everything, with and on the path I could stop and decide what the baggages I like to carry with me, what caravan I like to take, or do I want to change the car? Maybe I like to use a train for a little bit and hitchhike to a balloon, air balloon. I don't know. It just this is life, and with that possibility, the milestone gives a lot more freedom. But a goal is one directional, and it has a jet motor engine behind it, and I can't enjoy the path. I can't enjoy the view. I can't even enjoy riding a jet motor or being powered by a jet motor engine. Um yeah, and then when it stops, it just stops suddenly, and then now what? What is it about? It's like the fantasies of the romantic books. I can't really read romantic books. Maybe I should start reading romantic books. Maybe I could get some more romance in my life if I start reading romantic books. Is that what they say? Yeah, isn't that what they say? Okay, when you put your mind onto something, you attract likewise things. It's the same rule with the electromagnetic system of our bodies and the world. So maybe romantic books, eh? Okay. That I will fall short because I don't have any romantic books, book names or writers. And considering that I am one of those people who gets bored of the bestseller books, so it would be quite disturbing to start reading 5-star the bestseller romantic from my viewpoint. I could really get cold on any sort of romance. So maybe in case that would happen, I'll just don't read any. Um, that's my academic side. Oh, preventing something before it happens. I can't say this is my mother. So I'm not a mother, so that's what I blame to. Investigate, more investigation, professor. So where was I? It's about the milestones and the holistic approach. Okay, I'll say it like this. I had goals all in life, and the life has taken me to somewhere completely different. I would never ever imagine lying down on this carpet, being in this room, surrounded with my own paintings and beautiful plants, and recording onto the Zoom recorder. This is like if there were 200 parallel universes or 2 million parallel universes, and I would have given a glimpse look of each of them at this point of the internal time span. Um, I wouldn't. None of them would be this, but I'm living this. So how appropriate to set goals? It's not from my perspective, but living a life, of course, creates some sort of desires in me to have some qualities or virtues, either in myself or in my life, to make my life easier. Or what I'm noticing is to allow my mind to work better. So the reasons of my desires has changed. It's it's not only for having pleasant time. It's not only for appreciating the pleasantness of things. It's also allowing my mind my soul, my spirit, my body to do what it likes to do, and it's generally put more stuff in it. It's and put more stuff in it and flush some stuff out. So those are the milestones. I couldn't know where it will go. I can guess that I will die. It will be an appropriate guess, but I can't guess how I will die. I'd like to die in certain ways, I guess. I'm thinking like, I mean, a heroic death will be heroic, and it sounds really heroic, but it could also be painful, because a pain is a strange thing. Pain is essential. Otherwise, we wouldn't have pain. But do I really want to have the last thing I witness is pain, or feel this pain? I mean, dying whilst you're having an orgasm, we're really, really cynical. So, I mean, I was fear of dying from suffocation, like underwater or something. And I thought this death comes in a sleep is quite a sweet one. But then you just don't know that you are dying. I think there's something really beautiful about in the idea of knowing that you're dying. Like, I know that I'm gonna die. It's beautiful. I'm gonna die in 5 minutes. I'm gonna die in an hour. So if there isn't any pain, then I would that could be an hour, I guess. But if there is pain, can it be just a couple seconds, please? The wait, because the wait with the pain is almost like a time goes to eternity. So the time works differently. So because it's not linear, I think we experience time differently according to what our emotional states are. This is what comes when you just lay down and relax. But this is also an individual fact. It's not made up. This is an observation. These are facts coming from my observations. So these are facts about myself then, because I haven't made a research to be able to generalize it as fact. But I'm sure somebody else has done, and there's a dissertation somewhere written in a library that we can't reach and we'll never know. Maybe we would know. How would I know? So yes, if I were to be dying, I mean, it's a tricky one. It's like kind of like to be saving something, but why should anything needs to be saved? So it means that if something needs to be saved, it is not in its greatest position. Then no, I shouldn't. I don't want to be saving anything. We just enjoy. It could be influencing something for the better just before I die. But it doesn't, it's not a forceful thing. Everything is already really going pretty well. It's like it's the stardust. I wouldn't like to be sacrificed in any way, shape or form. Although guillotine seems like the most suitable death methods according to what I'm just describing, isn't it? Like, you kind of know if you're gonna die. You can see and you can witness the moment of death every second. So you have, oh, incredible. You'll just go through incredible thoughts. But the thing is, there is a wish in that moment, and wish of an artist. I wish I could tell these how it felt, and you can never. It's the glory of death. It has this magic and it has this power. It has this enlightenment. Or it has this emotional fluctuations, the resolutions. Maybe you're just thinking about the last fart you had at, at a Thanksgiving table. It's just, oh, they're tight about that party. So hey, this fucking thing is, yeah, it's still recording. I kind of feel I have to check it like you're checking on a baby all the time. Have you wet yourself yet? Yeah, it's still recording. Oh, I think I've diverted quite a lot. So, if I must gather and wrap things up, setting up milestones. I vote for that. I don't vote for the goals. You don't know where the goal's ever gonna take you. That's the thing. They're dangerous. You set up a goal and it throws you on a completely other end of the world. It's like a trampoline. Caterpillar. Goals are like caterpillars. You sit on it, you decide that you're gonna go one direction, but it's almost like a spiraling caterpillar. It just spirals you up somewhere different. So it's like go with the flow of life and learn things from the life. Learn what your needs like. I think this is where I am right now. Like I'm learning what my needs to carry on my life in more pleasant way, in more growthful way, in more fruitful way, in more um, zenful way. Uh, it's just all those things, and it's a combination. All of those things is a milestone, and growing to that milestone. And whilst I'm growing, I'm gonna gather another set of informations to make the other milestone. So the caterpillar is not going to spiral and throw me into the middle of a desert and won't find myself sitting on a cactus. When I was thinking of, I don't know, maybe a spa or a Turkish hammams. Not quite the same things. And the spiraling caterpillar doesn't know about it. So, no goals, no goals, no spiraling caterpillars, no spiraling caterpillars, no spiraling caterpillars, no goals. Milestones, milestones. Grow into the milestone, grow into the milestone. A bit of hippiness doesn't hurt at all. All the weird shit that we really feel normal right now came from the hippies once upon a time. From a very small community, people were like, oh my god, we shouldn't kill animals. Yeah. Oh my god, people are poisoning us. Oh my god, look at this genetically modified seeds. Yeah, they were all hippie shit once upon a time. So you never know. What I'm saying is, next time, Aisha, 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 I'm Aisha. So next time. Did you know there's only 2 people who listens to this podcast? And you're one of them. You're one of us. We are a gang. 3 of us.